Hey, good afternoon, guys. I hope everyone is. Hey, good afternoon, guys. I hope everyone is able to listen to me. Uh, just tell us in case the answer is no. Cool, cool. Just give us couple more minutes. We'll wait for at least 5 to 10 more traders to join. Hey, Geeta. Hi, Raji. Hey, how was your day, guys? Onni Krishnan Nagaraj. Guys, I hope no one had gone short on the market, right? I hope no one had gone short. I was very clear. Market is long. There is no short in the market at this point of time. Yeah, good, good. See this contra trading, and I want to take that topic, right? I actually did it with a small group, made money. Good, 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 guys. Keep making good money. Yeah, Naveen Florin call was good. Master Mahesh actually he gives these calls, right? And he is extremely good with stock options. His trading style is different, guys. His trading style is different, and that is where we always say, right? So again, each one of us come with a different style, right? On trading. Um, we have our own risk management, right? And this is true for trading, guys. No two people would be same. No two people will be same. कोई भी दो जना है ना, आपको एक जैसा नहीं दिखेगा. तो आपको अपनी ट्रेडिंग स्टाइल आपको सीखना सबसे है. ठीक है. और आपको देखना है कि आपकी ट्रेडिंग स्टाइल किससे ज्यादा मैच करती है. The person with whom your trading style matches is the style of trading that you need to imbibe, right? Keep it very simple. Many people tend to complicate it, but I want to keep it very simple for everyone, that this is how you need to just there is no right and wrong in trading, guys. Indicators are good, non-indicators are good, everything is good in trading, right? Whatever makes money at the end of the day is good in trading. Mahesh's session difficult, as in we are trying to ask people to send the queries on the link, right, so that we can address it. Yeah, just give me a minute. My laptop just got logged off. I will quickly rejoin. But today is a Friday, right? Generally a difficult day to trade. Generally a very difficult day to trade. Look at how our options are performing. Look at how our stock picks are performing, right? They have given good results. They have given good results, right? And see again, I am an index option trader, right? And I'll go get into just 5 minutes, right? See till 2 to 5 p.m. 2:15, right? There won't be big movement. So I'll quickly get into um, what has been my journey, right? So for people who know me fairly well, right? I go by the pseudonym NV Bullish Buyer, right? I go by the pseudonym NV Bullish Buyer. I have been trading index options since 2018, but very actively since 2019. I used to, there are a lot of study materials which I have posted in the past, right? I used to be posting my views in a close group where 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people used to actually enroll, right? Many people know me since those days, and my views on Bank Nifty, right? And I've traded various things. Why CE price is not increasing? Jigger, we'll have to see. Just give me a minute. Let me just complete this thing, right? Right now, I am just talking about the genesis. We'll just wait. Yeah. Um, Now, that time, right, I used to post my views. I used to take free sessions for students, right? And what I saw was people were not interested in learning. And I believe learning is the key to everything, right? If you are in the market, if you are able to manage your risk, you will be able to make good money in the market, right? And the idea was the sessions used to be confined to 30 minutes. um, some people will understand it, some will not. There was no way for us to get feedback, right? And that is a time when I made one of the mistakes in my life which I now feel, right, I should have not done. Was in 2021 I decided to leave that group where I had 2,000, 3,000 odd people who were following my views, right? Had I taken the step that I have taken now, right, then it would have benefited retail community 2 years back, right? The views that I was posting independently, I took a decision to move to a very small finite group. And I thought with personal touch, right, 25, 30 people will be able to pick up fast. Now, this again, I'm trying to triangulate to what many people said, right? Why are you not opening up the discussion groups, right? The reason of not opening Muni, I'm talking, everything is audible. Everyone is able to hear. Just check the microphone settings. Everyone is able to hear. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Muni, just check the settings. I think the issue could be at your end, because everyone is able to hear it. So that is a time when I came to a finite group, right? A very, very finite group. And the idea was learning would be easy, right? Learning would be easy. But what I realized is in discussion groups, right, what happens, not everyone is at the same scale, right? Not everyone is at the same scale. Some people are at a different stage of evolution, right? And 1.5 year that I was there, I've taken a lot of live sessions there. I've taken a lot of post market analysis videos. I used to do a lot of things, and it was a good learning in terms of things that you should see and believe, things that you should touch and believe, right? And again, the key thing that I have learned over the last 4 or 5 years in the market is many people would say something after the move has happened, right? It's okay, hear it. If they have made money, good for them, right? But am I gaining something? The answer is no, right? So try and be aware of things, right? In the market, right? In the trading world, you will only make money with your own execution. I always say, right? It's the hands that are executing it, right? Are the ones which are supposed to be the, as in people who are the rock stars, right? I can keep posting my views. Today also I posted a view that it will touch 43, 650, 700, right? How many people had the conviction to re-enter or hold on to the trade? Not many people did, right? So that is where it's the hands that are taking a trade are the ones which are the rock stars, not the people who are giving views, right? Having said that, the people who are giving views, if they are taking trade along with you, and I do post my screenshots in my small group, right? My risk management, my capital deployment, what it is, I'll touch at some other point, right? So, what happens over a period of time, right? You need to get better at anticipating levels. Now, the question that many people have asked to our support ID, right, is in the, so if you go back to my evening analysis, right, I had given two things. I'm just touching my evening analysis. I am just trying to bring everyone back there, right? I said if the market opens gap up, I am looking at a trending market, right? Trending market towards the downside. Now, why did I say whatever I said, right? If you see, there is a, wait, I'll just connect this. There are only 2 points. You look at this trend line liquidity, right? You look at this trend line liquidity, it's a sharp trend line liquidity which had happened here, right? Yesterday. See, we don't have benefit of today's price action, right? There's a sharp trend line liquidity which had happened somewhere at these levels. There was a sharp trend line liquidity which had happened at these levels, right? Now, someday this trend line liquidity has to get absorbed to retest these levels, right? And generally, in an uptrending market, the trending moves on the opposite side come on a Friday, right? The trending moves on the opposite side will come on a Friday. And in a bearish market, trending moves on an upside will come on a Friday, right? Because that is when most of the traders who have made money on expiry would not be very active. So either it would be Friday or it would be a US holiday when operators can play their game, right? When operate guys, right now don't enter any trade. It is near a resistance. I am not saying short a call or short the market. Wait here. If it consolidates, right, after 215, 230, the move, right, see, this level should not be broken. 43, 670 should not be broken downside. Broken as in should not be closed, right? Any which is 43, 640, right, is a crucial level. If nothing breaks this, right, and it consolidates in this 70, 80 point range, after 230, right, you will get a short covering rally which will take it to highs, right? I said yesterday in the video, it will be a grinding move upwards, right? If it happens, it will be a grinding move upwards. But if it opens gap down, market is preparing itself to touch all-time high, right? I said may touch Friday, may touch on Monday, right? Now, when it does happen, we don't know. Now, why this gap up and gap down, right? Why do I always in my daily analysis video, right? Why do I stress? So I learned it from one of my mentor, right? And he sits neutral in the market. He is one of the best bank nifty trader, right? And I have no qualms in saying this. I learned my bank nifty options from Mr. Ghanshyam Yadav. He is one of the best trader, right, in bank nifty options. I have attended three of his sessions. I have attended three of his sessions. In today also, whenever I make big profit, I always send my screenshot to him, and I always, in fact, most of Sir's video, I would be posting my comments because he is one of the genuine traders that I have met, right, in my life. So I learned, and he initially, right, I used to be biased, but he helped me become neutral. Now the logic, right, just understand the psychology of the market participants, right? Why is a gap up and gap down opening very important for you to know? See, first thing, right, in a market, always know what is the trend of the market, right? So that session on swing, when I taught you guys, I said first understand what is the trend of the market. The moment you understand what is the trend of the market, right, you will not try to short gap downs in a uptrending market. You will not try to long, right, supports in a downtrending market, right? So again, the thesis is simple. And why is this thesis there? Thesis is there because psychologically, see, to yesterday, right, if I missed an up move, right, forget indices and forget options and everything, I wanted to buy HDFC Bank at the lower levels. I could not buy it yesterday. Today, it's just as soon as HDFC Bank comes lower, right, I will immediately rush in because there is a FOMO. Greed and mindset of all traders is the same, right? So in an uptrending market, people who have missed the bus, the moment they will see something coming, right, even if it is not at a good level, they will enter very quickly. They will enter there, right? So in an uptrending market, breakout trading is not advisable. In an uptrending market, you, after the breakout, always wait for a retest, and retest of the support, you enter full quantity. If there's a breakout, retest, and at retest you get a bullish candle. So if a breakout is happening in 15 minutes, if a breakout, so here, right, a breakout has to happen in 15 minutes. I will not chase the breakout. I will wait for these levels of 43,642 hold, and then I will enter, which is where I am saying don't enter at this point of time. Don't enter at this point of time. You will get trapped. You will get premiums at a better level later, right? You will get premiums at a better level later. So wait right now. So at a breakout, right, don't chase breakout in an uptrending market, right? You have to wait for a breakout and retest. The retest of the supports below, typically the first level of support in the market always comes at a closing candle of prior day, right? At a closing candle of prior day. The second level of support comes at a logical resistance which the market created a day before, because that's a virgin resistance. After that goes the prior days, right? After that goes the prior days. This is the sequence of event. If you guys are making a note, please make a note. This is how you have to trade an uptrending market, right? In an uptrending market, if market opens gap up, people who had created their positions yesterday are already sitting in profit. They would probably want to do one round of profit booking. Given yesterday was a mixed bag and market had finally given a breakdown at a gap up, right, at a gap up near this resistance, this one would have become a Ambuja cement wala diwar, and from here market could have fallen all the way up to 43,080, which is where I said if there is a gap up, I will look at selling. Now the moment market opened gap down, right, look at where market has opened gap down, right? Yesterday's opening candle, which is a big spinning top. It's a big spinning top. Below it is the closing and breakout level of this particular day, right? Do you see this? And there is a good support which is coming right from the top. There's a good support which is coming right from the top, right? So then this this area between this wick, right, becomes a good support level for me. Now, do I buy at the first touch? No, I will not buy at the first touch, right? What I will do is I will wait for the market to give me an indication. So first thing, I am not looking at a gap down. I was not looking at shorting the market because the first candle actually told me that the sellers do not have it in them to take it down, right? Now I come to my second thing, which is a component chart analysis, right? And guys, this may look very boring, this may sound boring, but imbibe this in your daily analysis. You will do fantastically well if you kind of follow the same routine. You will not enter wrong trades and you will continue making good profits, guys. You will make good profits because your focus is on ensuring that you are taking good high quality trades, right? Then if I come to component, what is the HDFC Bank telling me? It's again opened at a support, right? This entire area is a support. It's given a bullish sign. HDFC Bank is the bellwether, right? Here there was MSCI index rebalancing. This has gone down, but I said this will stay neutral to it will go bullish. ICICI again at the support. HDFC ICICI is at a support. You are only looking at market to then go up. It needed push. Axis I said don't short. I said swing levels में 917 आएगा. Axis has already touched 50% of the target. I said 891 के ऊपर आएगा, and Axis was also opening at a good support, right? Axis was also at a good support. So Axis had to take this level out, 899. I said if it continues in this year, right? I said this breakout is real, 891. It can touch 917, right? SBI was bearish yesterday. SBI opened and created a doge somewhere here, right? It opened and created a hammer. Now, when you look at component, right? Just in the comment, right? Quickly tell me, is any of the important component telling you that they want to go short? Quickly, guys, just tell me. The answer is no, right? All components were all components were aligned. Yeah, all components were bullish, right? All components were bullish, right? Now, in this case, I clearly said don't short the market. Don't look at shorting the market, right? Nifty again was at a support. So I said you will get a good trade on the long side. So now we go to the third aspect of our trading, right? The third aspect of our trading first is the spot chart. For people who prefer looking at future chart because of the volume analysis, you can look at it. Future, my only problem is because of rollover, right? You lose some price action from the prior days, right? Now, if I am on the option chart, right? Let me quickly go to the option chart. This is my option chart, right? I am looking at an institutional. I generally prefer looking at an institutional strike for a simple reason that it makes it very easy to take a trade, right? And here I was looking at, wait, what was the, I had, just give me a minute, I will tell you. Okay, Nifty I had given 18,000 C. Okay, this one was given at 260, right? 43,500, and we were looking at 43,300 PE, right? 43,300 PE, right? So here, if you see, the first candle in the morning has given a supply. The moment there is a big supply wick, taking a trade becomes very difficult. Taking a trade becomes very difficult because you have to wait for the supply to get overhauled, right? The same thing here, if you see, there is a demand candle in the first 5 minutes, right? Now the demand candle low is not getting taken out. This low is not getting taken out, which means I am waiting, right? There is a selling pressure. What was the level at which I gave you guys a long? I gave it to you guys at 260. Right? Sometime here I gave you that 260 ka trade, right? You look at it, its max touched 250, then it went here. I still said wait, you will get. I was waiting for these targets, right? 380, right? I have exited nearly 80% of my position on a Friday, guys. We entered at 260. For people who are holding, right, you have got an entry till 460. You have got 200 points in Bank Nifty against 25-point risk. It's a 1 is to 8 risk reward. It's a 1 is to 8 risk reward, guys. You can't take these kind of fantastic trades on Friday, right? I have just made one entry. There is no other entry that I have taken. I have just made one entry. At every dip I have added. When I say dip, I don't average the trades downside. I always trade average it upside. I was sitting overall with 78 lots, right? At every dip I added, when I say dip 262, it went up, it came down to 270, again I added, then it's gone up again at 285, 290, I've again added. Why? Because I am seeing a grinding move upside. I am seeing a grinding move upside, right? Now, this chart understood? Is the overall way of looking at market understood? Guys, if you have not taken a trade, not made profit, it is okay. मार्केट विल बी हियर. आप लोग पैसा बनाओगे, हर दिन बनाओगे, अगर आपका मार्केट देखने का तरीका है ना, अगर सही है, तो आपको कोई चीज का डर नहीं लगेगा. आपकी एंट्री भी सही होगी, आपको स्टॉप लॉस लेने में भी डर नहीं लगेगा. राइट? अंडरस्टूड? राइट? जस्ट फॉलो दिस. एंड ये प्रोसेस है ना, अपने दिमाग में रख लो. पहले स्पॉट या फ्यूचर का चार्ट देखो एक. दूसरा आप कंपोनेंट देखो. कंपोनेंट में अगर आपको क्लैरिटी मिल रही है, एंड सी, टुडे इज अ डे वेयर ऑल कंपोनेंट्स आर एक्चुअली अलाइंड, right? But if you see, because it is going upside, it is not trending. This 200-point move has come after a lot of trouble, right? So it is not trending. It's actually giving you a very grinding move. Yeah. Now we wait here, right? See, at this point of time, I am not interested to take a trade till it gives me a dip, because premiums are actually very high. There is no, all as in, whoever is holding it from bottom can continue holding it, right? Whoever is not holding it from bottom, do not enter right now. Your stop losses will be big and you may end up losing big, right? I was holding 20% of my quantity. I am exiting 10% now, right? And I have 10% which I will now exit. Any candle, if it closes below 43,780, I will exit them, right? Below 43,780 I will exit. I will wait for this retest to make a new entry, right? At this point of time, chasing this is going to be very, very difficult. It is going to be very difficult. Yeah. So guys, ask any questions that you guys have. Jigar, I will look at. Sid, you are holding it very good. Jigar, you had a question on the Nifty 18 1300 PE, right? 18300 CE. Sorry, wait. See, this is a low VIX scenario, right? And Nifty VIX actually gets impacted. VIX directly impacts Nifty, right? Okay, we will quickly see the Nifty 18300 CE. It's actually moving fine. It's moving fine. See here now Nifty has a supply at 18 the 18300 CE, right? Here will have a supply between 118 120. This entire zone is a supply. So I am expecting some cooling off. Also, if you see these big candles in Nifty, this red yesterday, right? Nifty was range bound actually, right? And this wick, I personally feel Nifty can give you a breakout after 230 because it's actually touching a resistance. बैंक निफ्टी में अभी थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है. बैंक निफ्टी में जब तक डिप नहीं मिलता है, ट्रेड मिलना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है. ओके, यू आर होल्डिंग फ्रॉम 73. ओके, गुड गुड. Can you explain laddering concept? I will. So I will explain laddering, right? In couple of groups, I was asked 2 3 questions. So now let me tackle them one after the other, right? I will take up laddering. I will also talk about indicator, right? I will also talk about indicator. Now many people told me about CPR, right? CPR as a price action indicator, right? People use it. It's also come in one of the query in our support group, right? So now again, right? What is CPR? Right? Quickly, anyone wants to attempt answering what is CPR? How to analyze Fin Nifty? I will throw some light. Okay, I will throw some light. No worries. We will talk about it. Fin Nifty liquidity is low. Typically, you look at HDFC, Kotak, Axis chart to make a determination where Fin Nifty can go. Liquidity is now gradually coming up on Mondays and Tuesdays, right? Guys, we may get a trade, right? We may get a trade in CE. So for people who are holding, right, I am now trailing my 10% quantity to 470. If it hits, I will exit the trade, right? But let me talk about the CPR indicator. See, right now, don't enter anything fresh, guys. This has to come down before you actually enter anything, right? So CPR as an indicator, right? Many price action traders use them, right? CPR is nothing but a central pivot range, right? Central pivot range. It creates three lines, right? So you have a pivot range and you have a central pivot range. CPR actually creates three line, a top, a pivot point, a top and a bottom pivot point, right? Let me see if I have it. I don't think I have it on this one. We may have it here, right? Wait, no, it's not there. Wait, I will try to plot it. Let me just open it because I was in one of the group. I said it's consolidating your CPR. I am expecting it to break out, right? So there were some queries on CPR as well. So let me address it here, right? Okay, we have it here. There is another question which has come, which is about why is Bank Nifty future in discount, right, against the spot. It has got to do with HDFC Bank declaring dividend. Right. Let me just take out this indicators CPR by KGS, right? I think that is the one which everyone uses. Okay. There are many now CPR traders, huh? Okay, let's look at intraday CPR. इसमें बहुत कुछ निकालना पड़ेगा. I'm taking out everything else so that you guys can see it. वरना क्या होगा ना, चार्ट ही नहीं दिखेगा. So the general thinking, right? Or so again, I have attended this course also, so I know what is the background to it, right? And I can talk through the background. So the general thesis is CPR, no? CPR gives you an indication of whether the market will be trending or non-trending, right? The answer is actually no, it cannot, right? So generally what happens with CPR, right? CPR considers, see, there are three things in CPR, right? For the calculation, it uses your open, high, low, four things, right? Open, high, low, and close. In no specific order, it uses these four to calculate to calculate the range, right? In market. Now I'll give you the CPR calculation exactly. I don't want to miss. Yeah. So pivot point, right, is nothing but the market high, low, and close, right? The market high, low, and close is nothing but your pivot point, right? So if you see yesterday the high, right, which was 43,600 and we were in 11th, right? Yeah, here 43,776. The low, which was again the same candle, 43,370, right? This and the closing price divided by 3 is your central pivot range, right? Top central pivot point is, you look at the pivot, you subtract it from the bottom central. Bottom central is nothing but high plus low divided by 2, right? That is how they arrive at this three line. Now the usage very simply is, if these three lines are compact and close to each other, that means the market will be trending, right? Why is that the case? Actually, you think of it from a price action standpoint, there is a narrow squeeze. There is a narrow squeeze which is going on in the market, right? That is where your high, low, and close prices are very close by. Given they are close by, these three lines are close. The day you have a big trending move, your high, low, and close will be very far. Given they are far, these will be spread apart. That is where I say, do again, use indicator, but understand how to use them, right? So these three are close. Now, the moment market takes a resistance here, right? Again, you are in an uptrending market. Don't try to short it. Don't try to short CE. Here, wait for a range. If you are using indicators, right, wait for the range to be broken out. If you see, right, at CPR, they started consolidating. The first candle which took the resistance of CPR and gave a fall, right? Till for CPR traders, till market doesn't break 43,471, there is no business of shorting the market. There is no business breaking, as in you have to break with a solid body, not with a wick, right? You have to wait for the closing. There is no business of shorting the market. So till this level is maintained, you have to continue going for the long side only, right? In fact, in uptrending market, every support will be used to go long, right? Is this understood as to why I said, Dineshji, Dineshji, you send how? Okay, I'll talk about the stock points also, right? Dineshji, you send a message in the support ID. We'll come back to you, right? So that is where I said, do not short it, right? Do not short it. It is consolidating at this range. It will actually break out, right? Now you see trap candle, right? I am just hiding this indicator. You remember I have put the trap candle thing in Reliance. If you see, right, in between the range you have a trap candle. Once this, see, again understand, yeah, almost 300 points move on spot. What is the reason of trap candle? Actually think of it from a psychology of a buyer and seller, right? In a buying market, sellers came, right? They are trying to protect their house. You are at their door, you are knocking at their door. Sellers came, they are trying to apply pressure, they are pushing you back, right? What I Sorry, sellers are already in their house now. We are attacking them, right? As buyers we are attacking them, right? So sellers are already in their house, we entered their door, we have knocked their door, they are pushing us back, right? They pushed us back once, they pushed us back twice, till this 43,523, right? Even in a shorter time frame there is no short, right? They are continuously pushing us, we are applying pressure. The moment this door gets open up, right, this door also has some wooden furniture which is supporting it, right? This is the furniture. Are you gonna get any resistance now? It resisted once, twice, thrice. Three times it has resisted, right? Three times it has resisted. So from here, once it breaks out, it has to go up, right? The target should be 43,780, which was a free high from yesterday. And then you just simply plot a Fibonacci, right? Retracement till where it can go. General thesis is it can go till 1.26. It can go till 1.26, right? So 43,916 is where it can go max today, right? So that is how you arrive at your targets. Now what does that mean? Once it starts breaching this level, right, here you have to start booking your, see, this is your booking point, 80%, right? Then 100% where you book 10%. Now hold the last 5% for the maximum target. That is how you will be able to maximize your profits, right? Is this concept understood? Makarand, good if you have captured 300 points, fantastic. Yeah, the concept is understood, guys. It is important to understand the concepts while you are entering stock market, right? No one teaches the concept. People either make you only bothered about taking their tips, or I've seen people are very interested in flaunting that I made these many profits. ट्रेड कोई नहीं देता, लोग फ्लॉन्ट करते हैं कि हमने भाई नीचे ये पकड़ा ऊपर ये किया, नहीं, मैं आपको सिखा रहा हूँ, मैं आपको ट्रेड भी ले रहा हूँ, मैं लाइव ट्रेड दे रहा हूँ और मैं आपको सिखा भी रहा हूँ कि आज मेरे को क्यों दूसरा कोई ट्रेड नहीं लेना है, ठीक है? Cool. Is the CPR thing understood? Right? CPR thing understood. You can use it, but use it with this perspective that I have given you. Right? It's a free learning tip, guys. I am trying to share the knowledge which I have acquired over last 6 to 7 years, and I have attended more than 15, 20 training courses, right? Spent a lot on training courses with some of the best forex traders, with some of the good Indian traders. I'm trying to give it to you guys free of cost so that you don't make the mistakes that I have made and learned it the hard way, right? So this is the first thing, right? Second one was I think Srajal, you asked, right? Wait, Sajal, your query was on, okay, put call ratio I'll try to cover, right? Can you explain laddering concept? Okay, I am going to Excel, right? This is theoretical, but when you are trying to do it, right, do it with a one lot initially, right? But I am explaining this again. Laddering was another thing which many people asked me how to ladder, right? Again, I am giving credit to someone whom I have followed since 2019. His name is Subhashish Pani from Power of Stocks, right? I was a student at one point of time. I respect him because he also follows price, and I have learned certain things from him. So there is no, and I don't feel ashamed of admitting that I have also learned from many people, right? He is one of the guy, right? Now he does this laddering fairly well, right? Again, theoretical concept. While this is falling down, right? While market is, we will take a trade. Don't worry. Don't be in a rush to enter trade, right? So this is how we learned laddering, right? Now you have, and we will put some random capital, right? So let's take 5 lakhs as a capital that most people, most retail traders come to market with, right? This 5 lakh you have to divide it by 3. First you have to divide it by 10, right? So you have 50,000 that you can deploy in any trade, right? This 50,000 you have to divide it by 3, right? Sorry. So this is the amount I'm gonna deploy, right? In 3 trades. This is the amount I'm gonna deploy in 3 trades, right? Now, if I'm buying an option worth 300 rupees, right? Or 250 rupees, I can buy 2 lots. 300, 320 rupees, I will buy 2 lots each, right? So 2 lots each I will buy here, right? So these are the 6 lots that I am gonna buy in result day trading mechanism, like today's DLF result. I will try and take it. Jigar, result day, right? Not very straightforward to explain. Generally, we create positions before result day at a base level, right? It is very difficult, not so easy to explain. Sir, kindly explain CPR because I'll take it separately. I'll try to create a video. Please requesting you to zoom on the chart. Feel difficult to see chart points. Sure, I will try to do it. Right. Right now I am okay. Right now I am on this Excel sheet. Right. So there are 6 slots that I am gonna deploy. Right. Now how do I deploy this? So I will start it from 300, 330 or 325. Typically my stop loss is 25 to 28 points. Today is Friday, so I won't keep a higher stop loss. Right. So how much do I need to 300? Yeah, 50. Right. My lot size is 25. Right. Lot size is 25, right? The calculation is simple. This is my capital that I need to deploy here. This is coming within the range. This is the capital that I have, right? It's less than what I need to deploy. Now, what do I need to do, right? So 50,000 is the capital that I'm deploying, right? For a 15,000 strike, what is my risk? My risk with 50 quantity is 1,250, right? If you take it in this perspective, 5 lakh pay, I'm only gonna lose 1,250 if I go wrong. Is it falling broadly in my range of the capital deployed, right? If if I'm taking a 300 rupee option, right? If I'm taking a 300 rupee option, what is the money that I'm gonna lose? I am only gonna lose this amount. I'm only gonna lose this amount, right? Now as your capital increases, you can go for a higher thing. Now, generally, I prefer losing 1%, right? I prefer losing 1%. Initially, don't do it. You can do it later on, right? So, if you want to lose 1%, so 1,250, you can lose 5,000 rupees here. You can lose 5,000 rupees here, right? So, for me to lose 5,000 rupees at 25 rupees stop loss, I need to make a loss of 200 points, which means I can enter with 8 lots here. And I'll teach all those things separately. But right now, for the sake of simplicity, right? So when I am entering it like this, right? That is where I tend to maximize my position, right? If I take this position, right? My first loss is 5,000 rupees, right? If the trade hits the stop loss, I am out of the market, right? I've taken my 1% loss. I again have another 1% to lose. So when I'm opening my system, I have 10,000 rupees to lose. This is how I want to lose, right? Now, the moment market goes from 300 to 325, I enter additional 8 lots, right? Now I am having 16 lots. So I have 8 here and 8 here, right? What is my average buying price? My average buying price is this plus this, right? And you have to divide it by 16, right? Divide it by 16 and multiply it by 25. So I'll have to divide it by 400. My buying price is 312.5. My risk cannot increase more than 5,000, right? So I ensure I move my stop loss, right? My buying price is 312.5, market is at 325. My stop loss will move from 275 to 300. It moves to 300, right? Then the moment it goes high, now I have deployed this plus this, right? I have how much quantity? I have 600 quantity, right? I have 600 quantity. What is my average buying price? 325. With 600 quantity, I still cannot lose this amount, right? Market is trading at 350. For me to hit a loss, my SL should be 317, right? Now my SL is 317. The moment this goes to 353, right? At the risk of 5,000, that I had defined, 600 multiply by what is the amount that I am getting? I am making at the average buy price, right, of 325. If I'm making 28, I'm making 16,800. That is how you manage your risk, right? So if you see, against the original risk of 5,000 that I had planned, I made a reward of more than 1 is to 3. I made more than 1 is to 3, right? This is how you ladder. This is how you ladder. You look at your stop losses, you ladder, right? Today I did laddering once in the morning, and after that I had given a ladder, but that laddering was different. With experience, right, you will learn where to ladder, right? So my one entry was at 271, 272, right? It came back and retested VWAP. The other entry was at 314 because 314 was the level from where it fell. So it was not a standard laddering. I only laddered twice. I entered and then I laddered another position because it was 40 points away. I did not create any fresh position there, right? And it was with small quantity. Is it understood? Are there any questions? Anand and I will talk about it. So, yeah, yeah. Now I am coming to next question, right? How are we selecting stocks? Laddering understood? Then give me a thumbs up, guys. I will proceed to the next. We'll look at the chart and we'll proceed to the next concept. Guys, it's a very important concept. That is the only way through which you can increase your quantity size without increasing your capital. You have to focus on. So, if you're not good at laddering, initially just deploy 10%. Take 10% of option strike as your SL. You are going to lose 1% of your capital in every trade, right? If you're not good at laddering, initially do it. Very, very simple way, very, very raw way of doing it, right? Now we are going back to, so charts are not doing anything, guys. Charts are not doing anything. Very quickly in 5 minutes, right? Will you enter again if it hits your trailing SL? No, I will not enter Manjunath till it actually comes back to a logical support point. Now, after 10:30, right? Market, as I said, right? 1 hour. 1 hour is where you have to wait the first 1 hour, right? When market has made some position after 10:30, 10:45, I start looking at VWAP. Before that, I don't look at VWAP for the current day. I always feel VWAP for the prior day is a better one. Okay? See, guys, these are very. So again, actually, if you think of it, right, with my capital, say, assume my capital is 5 lakh, right? I cannot make entry beyond 50,000. But like this, if I do, right, I can enter 600 multiplied by 325. I can enter up to 1,90,000, right? So that is the power of laddering. That is a and laddering you climb ladder. I'm bitten by snakes. I am doing everything with you guys live. In fact, in one of the group I had posted, I have entered here. The next ladder I'm gonna take at 314, and then I will start exiting at 3. I had given some number, right? I will start exiting after 370, 380, right? So you learn it by experience, sir. You learn it by experience and keep doing it, right? That is the only way through which you can increase your deployed capital. Else, what happens, right? The moment you don't manage your risk, your capital can go for a toss. Yeah. So now we will quickly go to, so again, market, right? I want to just look at market and see if we get a good trade, right? I am just changing the strike to 43,700 CE. It is not an institutional strike, but I want to see if there is a logical trade available anywhere, right? See, again, always try to search. So here, right, if you see there is a resistance at 220, there is a support at 205, right? So this is a strike that I want to target. Again, it's an institutional strike, and that is where I personally feel comfortable in taking a trade so that you can actually, if it doesn't break 184 now, right? Between 184 and 210, if it consolidates, and we'll observe this, right? We will observe this and see. Now again, you guys have all made money through the morning call, right? Deploy only 10% of your profit. There is no need of deploying more, right? If it hits your stop loss, you came in the morning, right, in the market to make money, not to be right. You don't come in the markets to be right and wrong. You come in the markets to make money. The moment you have made money, it's okay. Now, whatever, just go back with some amount. Go back with some amount. Typically, my risk on the last trade is always 10%. Yeah. Dushinji, I'll take the gold view as well. I will take the gold view as well. So now if it breaks out of 220, right, you can enter here. In fact, this trade you can enter and keep a stop loss at 195, right? At 220, you can enter with a stop loss at 195. If you get 44,000 C about 220, enter live trade with a stop loss there. I'm just observing this chart. I'll take the last question once we have actually concluded this trade. Be guys very patient in the market. Don't rush into taking entries because rush entry rate will always create a lot of panic and anxiety. So I don't think we trade in the market to get pop medicine pills also. So I always tell people to be very mindful before you take an entry. Do all the analysis. The reason I am saying it is the spot chart, right? Is now Bank Nifty has an open end. There is no resistance now, right? Bank Nifty has an open end without a resistance, right? It can go right up to 43,984 and 44,100, right? Short covering moves typically on such trending days come after 2:30 because most of the people who would have made market makers who would have made their position will exit, right? The component chart is also looking good, right? Everywhere the component chart is also looking good. I have selected a strike which is good from buying standpoint because it's an institutional strike, and I am seeing comfort in terms of taking that price higher. 44,000 is the level which If the market makers decide, right, they will do short covering there. Today we can't see the option build up because option build up will be very minimal, right? So I'm waiting here. We'll wait and see if our entry triggers, right, we will take it. But here there is no put entry, right? Here there is no put entry. Don't see hammer and everything and then as in shooting star and everything and then think you will get a put entry. So either this breakout, right, or you get a support somewhere, we will enter. Iska support is at 163. In the meanwhile, till the trade is getting triggered, any questions that you guys have? Important thing, guys. Most of you all, right? Are you guys learning through our live charts, through everything? See, if the trade is not getting triggered, I want to quickly pick up, right, on the stock options because it's 27 points away, right? And wait, don't be in a rush. See, there is one point there, the other point is here. The other point is at 166, right? So there is no entry in between. Don't try to forcefully enter. You will actually make losses. Stock options, no. See, stocks actually move independent of indices, right? Especially FNO 200. So there are stocks in the Nifty 50 basket where to manage index, they have to keep moving it up and down. Most of the times, if you see, right, we pick up stocks which are not necessarily part of Nifty 50, right? Good moves you will always get in FNO 200 stocks, right, outside Nifty 50. So okay, this has corrected now. We'll wait here, huh? Between these 2 points, we'll see if we are getting a good entry. The lower the better, because if you get it lower, the premium will also move very fast. Yeah, but it is not a place to short, guys. It is not a place to short. Which bank is correcting? It's a coordinated selling, no single bank. SBI has definitely given a negative candle, but there is nothing apart from that. We will wait and see. The support needs to be confirmed for you to take a trade. The reason why this put side, right, I don't advise people now is, if you see, right, there's a perpendicular fall here. See this on the option chart, right? So on the spot and component chart, there is nothing, right? On the option chart, if you see, this can actually hit this point 146 and again come down. This one, the moment it starts trading closing below 161 range, right, I will not be interested in this strike because then the moves become difficult. Yeah. So while this is confirming, so on stocks, right, we typically give FNO 200, which is where the index management and all those issues don't come. Index management and all those issues don't come. So then what do? We typically choose stocks which are near its results. We tend to see if there is a good ladder formation there, right? A good base formation. Typically, if there is a good selling and then there is a base formation, you get trade from bottom kind of setups, which are popularly used by cash market participants. So that is one. Second is if there is alignment to macroeconomic factors, say Nasdaq and this, right, or there's a high energy demand, summer season, right? So voltas and everything. So that is a second factor, right? Third is if there was unnecessary stock pitai of something, right? It fell unnaturally, then it is consolidating in a range. So there is a concept of fair value gap where liquidity which is sucked out, you only had selling, consolidated. Now if it's going up, it's continuously forming lower, sorry, higher lows and lower highs, right? So it's creating a chart pattern. So once it breaks out of those areas, right, we are looking at buying those stocks, the options in those stocks, right? Does that answer everyone's question? This is a common question which has come in many groups. How are we picking up stocks? 30-35 days, it's primarily result season. After that, it's news, negative news, which actually pulls something down, and alignment to global factors, right? Base formation and chart pattern. There is good money to be made in stock options, but guys, again, we request, right? 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, you will only be able to enjoy if you have deployed 10% of your profit. Naito, you will, moment you see small green, you will exit, right? Some of them are right now doing it with their capital, but what will happen? One call which goes wrong, right? And the stock option becomes zero. Next time your fingers will be shaking in front of system to hold on to a trade for long. So which is where we are saying hold it with 10% of your profit and have a target in your mind, right? Again, a standard disclaimer. See, guys, we are not SEBI registered, right? We have opened this from an educational standpoint. These are things that we have learned. These are best practices that three of us have imbibed in our trading lifestyle to become profitable, right? Or at least know what is the profitable way forward, right? So that is where we are recommending it to many people, and this is how we are taking a trade. Guys, this support, if it gets confirmed, I want to take a trade, right? I will have a place to put stop loss around 162. I would like to buy it with 18 point stop loss, right? At 144, I will take my stop loss and exit this trade. But if you see, I said don't enter P for this reason, right? This move happens, now it is again coming down. There is a resistance here. I was expecting this to go all the way up till here. That is where I'm waiting. Does angle of trend line matter? Yes, angle of trend line matters. Very steep angle of trend line, right? Is dangerous. It should be as less to as in something which goes up in a very linear fashion is always good. Step by step, it goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. In one of the stock analysis videos, right, over the 2 days, right, I've picked up one stock where I've said that this stock has actually gone back very well, gone up very well because it has gone up, given good pullbacks, consolidated at right place. I think Reliance is the stock that I'm talking about. Yeah. We are waiting for a trade, but this is a good time if you want to see short covering, right? A good short covering can happen here, right? I will try to take a Nifty call as well. So Nifty, if you see, right, this pullback at Nifty was a good one. See again, now if you get a move towards 97 or 99, right, you can buy this. 97 or 99, you can buy it. You have a place to keep SL, which is 91, right? Nifty actually can give a good promising return, unlike Bank Nifty. I am seeing Nifty actually going up. I hope no one has entered a short. I said don't enter a short. This is a trap. I hope you guys are seeing it live. It's actually given heartache. Okay, I am entering a trade at, I'll enter at 212 and I will place a stop loss at 187, right? It's yet to get activated. Wait. In fact, I'm seeing a good trade in Nifty. For some reason, no, I'm seeing a good trade in Nifty. Nifty looks good. If I get it in this range, right? Nifty is looking good for going long. Nifty has a space as well. There is a trend line, consolidation around the trend line. Nifty traders, you will get a good trade, guys. Nifty, for people who trade Nifty, there is a good trade. There is a trend line resistance, and around that resistance, a negative candle was created. It has not been able to breach these lows. It's consolidating probably around 245, right? If this level gets taken out, you will see a good trade in Nifty. Nifty looks better than Bank Nifty if it's able to take out the highs. Okay, Bank Nifty got triggered. Bank Nifty has got triggered at 212. Be quick if you have entered 216, 218. Give it space, give it space. The stop loss should be there in the system and not more than what I suggested, right? Not more than what I suggested. It is going up, right? Give it space. Once it breaks out of this range, it will actually blast. None of the components are negative. ICICI and Axis both looking good, and see the SBI, which was actually giving a negative sign, has actually created a trap candle and is trying to go up. Guys, 220. We wait and see if we are getting a good level, right? You will get a good exit. Don't bother once you have taken an entry, right? Wait, it can consolidate here. It's a Friday, so movements will be slow and steady between 200 and see till the level that we have kept a stop loss, right? If it doesn't break, it consolidates here and breaks out. Importantly, what's the target? Target, guys, always more than 1:1 initially, right? Typically, I keep 1:2 as a target. If you see there is a good resistance here, it took the resistance, tried to correct, but now if it goes up, right, 248 and 263, right? Don't deploy more than 10% of your profit that you have made from the morning calls. My request, it is at 225, 224, right? Guys, 12 points are done. We wait here, observe, this is a complete resistance zone, right? We observe once it breaks out of 224 and gives a closing, it can rapidly go to 248. Given it's the last call of the day, you guys have made money, please trail responsibly, guys. It can go right up to 246, right? But trail responsibly now. Don't end up giving the money back to the market, right? You are sitting in profit, don't give the money back. This is a resistance zone. I am expecting some consolidation between this area, and then it has to go to 248, right? Bank Nifty, if you look at the spot chart is clearly indicating a long move only. There is a the resistance that I am seeing is at 43,950, because that is a psychological resistance to the market on the upside, right? I am only seeing which price, strike price. I spoke about 44,000 CE, sir. I kept that in the, I had kept this strike price only open with me. No, if you have not traded today, please don't enter now. I would not recommend it to anyone who had not traded the morning call. Only for people who had made profit, please enter. Sir, the SL was 187, 25 points, right? SL was 25 points. Guys who did not enter at 212, please don't enter now, please, right? And people who have not made morning profit, again, do not enter now, right? This is only for people who made profit in the calls, so that you don't end up losing your hard earned capital, right? This is a trade that we have taken. The setup that I am trading is, there is a breakout, none of the components are saying anything which is bearish. I am looking at trading this right up to 43,950. When I look at components, components are aligned, everything is looking bullish. I am looking at an up move, and when I look at option chart, we got the entry at a good price. There is a resistance here. The option can consolidate for some time, but if it doesn't take out my stop loss above this point, right, the moment it starts closing above 223, you have a point of 246 and 265 which it can touch, right? Yeah, cool. While this is running, right, while this call is running, anything else that you guys have a question on? Guys, ask the question that you have so that I can address your queries. Till this is closing above 43,877, there is no worry. This 15-minute candle, right, it has to close. See, now none of the candles should close below, right? Once it starts closing below 43,835, you will have a worry, because that is where this candle which took out the high, right? This candle which took out the high, it swept here, right? So this opening, this candle, right? 43,814, this should not get breached. That is the logic. Again, more importantly, right? Learn the logic of how we are planning the trades. It may be beneficial for you guys to take an independent trade. It's going close, but I think this is consolidating, right? And ideally, this movement should happen between two, as in typically it happens between 230 and 250, so that by 310, right? Many people say 15-20 move upside, right? 15-20 minute move upside, right? Can actually help the short covering, right? We are looking at a short covering right up to 43,950. But guys, got the logic of why I selected this strike price? Any questions on this logic of selection of the strike price? Thumbs up. Questions, please ask. Okay. If the stop loss hits, exit the trade. Don't try to extend it. Because if this point gets taken out, right, it can go right up to 161, right, which is not the level that we have planned for. So do not extend it beyond the stop loss, right? And stop loss always 10% of the morning profits that you have done. How to be neutral without bias? As just sit with your chart, as in sit with your chart, and the steps that I mentioned, right? Just analyze it accordingly. Always look at the three things first, right? The first, the spot chart, right? Then the components, and then the option that you are going to enter in. This is trading very close to our SL. Let's see. I was hoping this price doesn't get taken out, 43,834. This price doesn't get taken out. It's trading closer to that. In 15 minutes, right, it's created an indecision candle, right? It's created an indecision candle. There is a supply at the top. Okay, the SL got taken out. I am out. SL was 187. So 25 point SL I had given, right? 25 point. Now again, don't enter a short trade, right? Because there is a wick down of demand. There is a wick up of supply, right? I think it may consolidate further. I think it may consolidate further and then go up, right? It may go up, or probably it may stay in the range. But now for the day, there will be no major movement. See, it's just taken the SL out and it's going up, which is fine. I don't know how. Okay. My SL has got hit. It's showing a low of 187.75. I don't know if everyone's SL has been hit. My SL got hit. System is not showing it, but my SL, at least I could see my liquidation. Your SL is still intact. I don't know. Then mine actually got taken out. Yeah. So at least now I think it's showing a low of 186.90. So it happens sometimes the quantity, right, actually takes time to fill. So mine would have been placed earlier. It got taken out. But again, yeah, SL got hit, right? So now wait again. Don't try to forcefully make a new entry. Don't try to forcefully make a new entry. See, this is consolidating, right? Ideally, it should have not come below 43,831, right? The moment it's coming here, now what happens is this supply and this demand, this particular candle, right, will now act as a difficult one over the next 10-15 minutes to breach, right? Don't immediately get into a don't get into counter trade one, right? And wait out and see what is the price behavior in and around this candle, right? Probably it will continue in this range for the rest of the day. You only have 15-20 minutes, right? After 3:10 there will be no trade, right? We'll see if we get another round of trade on the upside, but I am only looking at upside. I'm not looking at a downside. I'm not looking at a downside. Now if you see, it's eating premium. So at the level 43,850, right, the premiums of 44,000 CE were close to 198,200. Currently it's trading at 187, right? So now it is eating the premiums. See, these are all part and parcel, but component is nowhere bearish. So don't try to enter a short trade. And that is what I always say, right? If you have made morning profit, risk 10%. If you have not, don't risk it. It's okay. As in, from the profit rate, 10% going out is not an issue. Right? Don't enter a counter trade, guys. This one has to consolidate. See, there is no short till this level is getting breached, 43,678, right? Now there is no short. This level becomes important for Monday too. Gap down, if it opens, right, it can take a support here. If it opens gap up, it has to come down, form a good support here, and then take out, right? Keep another trade in the system ready. If you again get a move beyond 212, you can re-enter, but again the same concept, you only re-enter with 10% of the profit, right? The same one you will be able to enter with the, wait, the levels change here. You can enter about 205. Your stop loss will be narrow. It will be one. It will 23 point stop loss. You can enter about 205, right? But again, 10% only. I'm ideally expecting this to come down to 179, 180, and then take this level out. It will be a very small window where we'll get a trade. So your risk reward rate has to be less than 1:2. You will not get a full reward here, guys. Cool. Ask the questions, guys. See, this is an important zone now. This particular candle here, right? If it hits this, this support gets confirmed here. Spot chart is not telling me anything to go short, right? Rather, beyond 205, 204, I want to go long with this as a stop loss. 180, 180, right? I want to go long here again. I will take second trade with 10% of whatever is pending. If this hits the stop loss, I take this stop loss and I go back with 80% profit for the day. Again, don't get tricked into taking random positions, guys. Don't get tricked. Wait for your setup. You will get a decent setup to take a trade, right? Always wait, and don't be biased. Don't be biased. The stop losses, right, are a part and parcel of the game. You have to take it within your risk management. It will not be an issue, right? Once you're looking, see, again, follow the same thing that we have been doing. You look at the spot chart first, right? In 15 minutes, your entries get determined in 1 minute, right? Your 1 minute supports, right, clearly are placed here in the spot chart. Components are all bullish. They are not suggesting anything bearish. Barring Kotak, which is in a narrow range, right? Everything is trending upwards, right? And ICICI and Bank Nifty chart is exactly mirroring itself, right? Supply demand candle here. HDFC is slightly different. Axis definitely bullish. SBIN is, I personally feel it's a trap candle created at the top. IndusInd is actually going up fairly well, right? It's steep angle, but it's going fairly well. I am waiting for a trade to get executed, right? The last trade if I take, I'm waiting for a trade to get executed. If we get a good trade, we will enter. If we don't get it, we'll not enter. Short, but I would not recommend. Right? Short, I would not recommend. Logically, if you see there is another round, if P is increase, right? You have another round where if you see this extension, right? It'll keep resisting here now. It has made one, two, three, four touches. If it breaks out solid candle, the problem is it can again get resisted at 175. So I want to wait and see, right? Actually, if you see, right, at every bottom level, I said this is a support. See, the support is getting confirmed. You're getting a good hammer. Let it break out, touch 201, come down. Then a risky entry is at 177 with 160 as a stop loss. 17 point stop loss, so it will be a good trade. But it has to break out and then come down. Without breaking out, if it's continuously trading in an inner range, I am not interested. Guys, importantly, are you guys learning from how I'm reading the charts? With small quantity, Geeta, what we do is first trade with very small quantity, two lots, and you mentioned to exit small portion at around first target. Okay, your first target always has to be 1 is to 2, right? 1 is to 3 beyond, then you start trailing at 1 is to 3 and you maintain the target. So on the spot chart, right? On the spot chart, clearly this is the swing high, right? The prior swing high was our main target, right? This was our main target, 43,750. Now after this, right, what I said, from the swings, if you see, right, iska 101.126, right, is what you should see. It's actually taking a resistance there only. Yeah, this is where I would have exited full. But don't enter a counter trade. It is definitely not short. This support is getting confirmed. See, spot and component chart is clearly aligned. I am waiting for the support of 178 is confirmed. I just want to see if there is a breakout and then a retest happening down. If there's a breakout and retest, right, we will get a trade where we'll be able to get 30-40 points easily. Thanks, Manju. I have been learning. I've been a student of market for very long now. And I've learned it the hard way because I've given a lot of money in terms of stop loss and losses. Now, do you see this trend line getting? I'm just zooming into a narrow time frame now, right? Around 3 o'clock, right? Do you see this? See, in a smaller time frame, right? If this breakout happens, do you see this candle here? This candle, right? Where the sellers last attempted to push and buyers took a control, right? This is a place where you can enter at 178, keeping the stop loss at 163. 15-point stop loss. If you get a trade, enter here, right? If runaway breakout happens, I am not interested now. But now that it's breaking out, let it come and retest this supply candle and then we enter. See, the components are aligned, right? Your bank Nifty is also aligned. Bank Nifty is not weak till it breaks below 43,660, right? And then also it has supports. So short trade you should not see a lot. Okay, it's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming to 181, right? After the breakout. Wait, let a good you get in 1 minute, right? You will get an entry here. I am waiting. I'm just zooming into the chart. Do you see this in 1 minute? It has given a clear breakout. It's okay. I'm waiting for an entry here, right? I'm waiting for an entry at 170. Okay, 175. Wait, wait, wait. We wait for this candle closure, guys. We wait for this candle closure before we make a trading entry decision, right? The candle is actually not closed well. I'm still waiting. So simple thing, plan your trade, right, and execute on your plan. We had planned it has to take a support here at the it had to take a support at the candle from where the last buying had happened. Clearly market has actually given a solid body. It did not sweep. It does not inspire any confidence to go long. I am not interested in short, right, but I am at least waiting for the I'm waiting for the entry. Now, the reason why I'm not interested in short is very clearly these levels, right, will all act as a support. The problem is if the movement happens, right, I will need very fast fingers to enter and exit my trade, right? Components clearly are not bearish. See, HDFC is forming a buying candle. ICICI gave a move. Axis has given some, but till it breaks this point, there is nothing. Kotak is long. SBI is giving profit booking, but it's again has supports. So there is no reason for me to go short on those on this market if I look at the support levels here, right? Having said that, there is no long entry also which is getting created for me. I will observe this for the next 5 to 10 minutes. If we don't get any entry, we will not take a entry jabardasti. Now, guys, you are seeing it live. Now, many people would be trapped here. Many people would be trapped here, right? Many people who would have entered Jabardast, they would be trapped here. Now, see what has market done? Trapped, right? Trapped these guys. ये कैंडल पे आया बट अगेन हमारा भी एंट्री नहीं बना है हमारा एंट्री नहीं बना है बिकॉज ये एंट्री अगर आप देखोगे ना ये एंट्री स्वीप पे ही बनता है अब अगर आपको वापस ये जोन पे वापस आता है ना 176 पे आप एंट्री ले सकते हैं या तो 176 पे या तो 195 पे आपको दोनों जगह पे एंट्री मिलेगी जहां पे आप आई हैव टेकन एन एंट्री एट 195 राइट आई एम टेकिंग एन एंट्री एट 195 and my stop loss is gonna be here right 171 it's a 24-point stop loss. It's a difficult one. It's happened at 3 o'clock. Don't have high hopes. If you get anything above 210, right, exit, it will be 1 is to 1. Just take the entry and exit. I personally feel it will not give any good move now, right? So in a way, it is good because market has consolidated at the top. If you see the buying is emerging in the last 15-20 minutes. So this is emptying of the position, right? For Monday now you have an interesting setup because anything which closes wait sorry has it okay the moment you have any movement right any movement above 43,900 you have a target of 44,000 44,050 and downside if you have any movement below 43,660 you have a good movement for the Rajkumar I am not looking at 43,800 C wait let me just pull it but have you entered 40. Okay, closed at 20. Good, good, cool. Hey, guys, I will close the session, right? I will close the session. I personally do not have any entry now, right? I will close the session. The idea was to teach you guys in terms of how to enter, how to read the chart and analyze and plan your entries, right? Fantastic. So guys, have a good time. We will post. Some people had doubts, so they've asked for a Saturday session. I will see if I can plan a webinar, right? I will come out with the topic basis what people have sent on the support group, right? Saturday or Sunday, just keep your eyes open on the Telegram link. We will share something in terms of learning content that we feel people. I wanted to continue on extension of swing, right? I wanted to continue on extension of swing there. Yeah. Dushyant, you had asked about gold, right? I kind of had, wait, I wanted to just pick it up. Gold, Mena, currently there is no entry. So the short was here, right? The reason why I say I am not, so if you are shorting, you have to short it with very less quantity. The reason is if you see, right, it's taking a resistance here, right? This is an order flow. This is an order flow. The reason is you have a break of structure. There is an order flow at every candle, right? It's falling, 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 right? But if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches have been done, right? Typically now a good buying setup will emerge if it breaks out of 2012 levels. Somewhere it touches here and then comes back, retests it. There's a fair value gap. You can go in gold probably if there is a news or something, right? You can come right up to this level. You can come right up to this level, right? But I'm waiting for a setup. There is no short entry, there is no long entry. No, do not carry forward anything, Dushyant. The charts are already at a very high place. Do not enter anything for carry forward, right? Fin Nifty, whatever we had given, I think it has given the intended target. Guys, exit your position. Only hold positional things with 10% of your profit that you're making through us, right? Otherwise, nothing. Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope we were able to add from a knowledge standpoint for you guys, right? We had a good day today. I hope each one of you all who traded with us had a great day with us. Yeah. Thanks, guys.